Well, a long time ago, back in the early days of motorcycling, exhaust systems were quite small in diameter and quite restrictive. They did that to restrict the noise because the technology and muffler design wasn't there. So to actually make more power, they opened them up, used larger diameter pipes, made a lot more noise, but it also made more power. That's where it started. Over about the last decade, technology has really ramped up to actually make motorcycles quieter, not sacrifice power.
It's actually one of the really important reasons that restrictions would be brought into place that could affect where people are going to be able to ride in the future. Noise is actually causing a reduction in trail bike riders' areas, not very much in Victoria at the moment, but in some other states and right across the world actually. It's a global issue.
We've done a lot of testing over the years with our race team, etc., and on the dyno. Different pipes deliver power in different ways, and that's what you're actually looking for, is to enhance the power in a particular part of the power range. That's where accessory pipes, etc., come into their own, because you can actually improve power in certain spots without actually making a lot more noise.
We're doing field testing on a regular basis. So far this year we've tested more than 700 bikes out in the field. We've found that more than 80% actually comply with the legislation. About another 7% are a little bit over, but the real concern is that there are 12% of bikes which are clearly over the limit, and they are the ones which are really causing a problem, not only for residents and other bush users, but also for the riders who are trying to do the right thing, because they're giving trail bike riding a bad name. And that 12%, if we can actually give them the information they need, that'll be a lot better for everyone.
Bring it up. We want 3750.
The test involves a electronic tacho to tell you the engine's RPM and a digital sound level meter. So with those two simple instruments, the bike is tested, and that will actually tell you whether you comply with the law or don't. And if you can't find the noise test information sticker on your bike, you'll be able to find that from the EPA. They keep a register of all bikes that have been sold into Australia, and for each make and model, they have a table which tells how many revs that bike will be tested at for its noise test. If you've got a bike and you're not sure about its noise output, the smart thing to do is to go to a licensed noise testing station. There's about 30 of them around Victoria. They'll conduct a test, they'll give you a certificate, and you'll actually then know exactly how many decibels your bike is putting out, so you can feel comfortable that you're doing the right thing.
Thank you for that. Not a problem.
It's an education process. Packing in a muffler is what actually enables the muffler to do its job. One that is unpacked, there is no packing left in the muffler itself, so therefore the exhaust gases can bounce around inside an empty container basically, and therefore creates turbulence in there. Turbulence you don't want. Makes a lot of noise, but you actually lose power because of it. A properly packed muffler will always work more efficiently and give you more power than a muffler that is not maintained and not packed correctly. There's a lot of things you can do to enhance power of your motorcycle, and the exhaust is just one part of that. There are other areas that you can use to gain more power.
Responsible riders are going to take the right action to bring the noise level down. And when other riders find that they're over the noise limit, we've actually had a lot of feedback that they've gone back home and they've actually fitted the correct insert, got a new exhaust system. But there's even more important things that we can all do, and that is to be aware of other people, respect others, cut the revs a bit, cruise past the other people. That's the most important message that we have out there, because even the bikes which comply with noise legislation, if they're operating at full throttle, they're going to cause a lot of problem for other people who are close by. Even if the bike complies with the law, we're still asking those riders, just back off and cruise when you're near other people. Overwhelmingly, we find that riders are aware that noise is a big issue, and they are concerned about it.
Unfortunately, there are some out there now that believe that louder is better. My way of thinking is there is a regulation that the pipes need to meet. You use the pipe that gives you the best option within that regulation. The fact that a louder pipe is better is definitely a myth. It certainly is not the case. Louder pipes don't necessarily make you more power.
So riders who want to keep riding into the future and want to do the right thing by their mates, they'll be the ones who actually act responsibly, keeping the noise down, fitting a quiet exhaust, respecting others by backing off close to others and houses, and that'll mean that you'll be able to keep riding in your forests into the future.